In our everyday life, we interact with several applications. For example, we can use an application to buy some stuff from supermarket, or there's an application that we can take a taxi by it. But when you first touch the icon of that application, the first thing that you will see is the design of that application. It is the screen that contains the user interface or the UI. And that screen contains several views like images or text or somewhere that you can put some text or number in that. That is user interface. And in 80% of the time, if you don't have a good user interface and if you don't have a good user experience or UX, that means that the user couldn't have a good experience with your application. In that case, the user will leave your application and won't go back, or even in the very, very worst case, the user will uninstall your application. But if you don't want that be happened, you can use a great UI and a great UX for your application. And that's what we want to talk about in the first several sections of this course. Here, we want to create an application called Happy New Year card, as on the title says. This Happy New Year card contains an image like this and a text like this, which says from whom the card is. This could be from Bita, my name, or from your name. By the end of this section, after creating the Happy New Year card app, you have learned what are user interface elements such as views and view groups, how to display text in a text view in an app, which this text view is a user interface element, and how to set attributes such as text, font, and margin on a text view, or how to set an image to an image view. Again, an image view is a user interface element, and how to use the attributes of that image view. And at last, we will see how we can test our design on other devices with other screen sizes so that our application will go well on all the devices in the world. So that's it. Now let's go to the next episode and start our journey of creating a Happy New Year card. See you soon. So, let's open Android Studio to create a new project. Okay, here you can see that in this windows, we have the recent projects that we have worked on. For example, for us, this will be Hello World. Now let's click on Start a new Android Studio project. Unlike before, on mobile and tablet, on empty activity, next. Now let's call it Happy New Year card. Okay, package name, it is com.beta with the name of my project. Save location in Android Studio project is okay. Language is Kotlin. And minimum SDK is on 16. We will change it during our project if we think that this is really low, and you will see how. Okay, now what we have to do is just click on Finish. Okay, the project is being loaded. And we are going to wait until this progress bar is finished. But meantime, let's talk about Tip of the Day pop-up. This dialog will be shown every time you open Android Studio and will give you some tips and some hints to interact with Android Studio better. And if you don't want it to be shown, easily uncheck Show Tips on Startup. Okay, I have closed the Tip of the Day pop-up, and now we have another dialog here talking about studio performance could be better. So this is recommending us something that helps us to have an Android Studio with better performance. You can just leave it alone and click on Don't Show Again, or just don't apply this improvement for this project, or you can take an action. If you click on this drop-down actions, you can use a recommended settings and restart your Android Studio or configure it as you want. I'm going to click on use recommended and restart Android Studio. Okay, Android Studio has been restarted and it is being loaded, and the configuration has been changed and applied to our Android Studio, and now we will have an Android Studio with better performance. So let's open the project window that we have talked about in the previous section by clicking on this project. The project window shows the files and folders of your project. Here in this window, we have two items. One is app and the other is Gradle scripts. We are going to just focus on the app part for now. Let's just go a little bit detail in the app item. Let's open app, then in Java, and then the first folder. Here, the first thing that pops in our mind is that we have the package name that we have specified in the very first creation of this application is exactly right here, com.beta.happy new year card. In a project window, files are organized to make navigation between the project files easier when we want to write code. Let's see two